had the privilege of having an outstanding 40-year career in higher education and research. I've been to a lot of places throughout the country, but the chance to come back home where it truly all started is an unbelievable honor and a privilege for me. It actually started 50 years ago as a young undergraduate student at Augusta College. After 4 years there, I had the privilege to go to Medical College in Georgia, where I had the true honor to work in the lab of Dr. Tom Abbott. I've said many times, and I know full well, Tom, I would not be here today were it not for the education, the training, the friendship, the mentorship that you provided me during those 4 years so long ago. I've not forgotten that and never will. And I would never be able to thank you enough for all the things that you taught me. Some of which I can't repeat right now in this company. But the main thing you taught me was the thrill and the joy of science and research and the love for that. And I've carried that with me throughout. So everything that I've done I owe you, and I can't thank you enough. What a thrill it is to be able to spend a little time with you here today. So when we came here in July of 2015, it wasn't Augusta University. As you know, it was Georgia Regis University. I knew coming into this job that there were some reservations among the community. Reservations is probably not strong enough of a word about the name Georgia Regis University. And within the first couple of months of being here, with the great support from the Board of Regents, we were able to change the name to what is now Augusta University. And that single event probably has really done more for this university than anything that I could have imagined. I knew changing the name would have an impact on a couple of folks in the community that were very vocal about the name. But I still, to this day, get people that will stop me in the grocery store at Home Depot or Lowe's and thank me for changing the name, putting Augusta back in the name of our university. It was something that was so visceral and so intertwined, part of the DNA of this community, that I don't think we fully appreciated the impact it would have. Not only did it allow us to have the name we all so richly deserve, but it gave us a chance to completely rebrand the university to make it feel more like a college experience for students, and I'll get to that in a minute. But it really helped us endear and engender ourselves with the community in ways we could have never imagined, and we're still seeing that today. So what is Augusta University today? Let me give you just a little overview of some of the things that have recently occurred this past year that are going to significantly impact progress in the university moving forward. You probably are aware that we are the only designated health sciences medical university in the state of Georgia, and that has not changed. And one of the reasons we're able to do that is because we're an academic medical center, and that's due to the health system that we have. We formed a partnership with WellStar this past August, not quite a year old now. It was about a 3 or 4 year process in the making. It's close to $1 billion. It's going to benefit the health system that we have here. And that partnership has already significantly changed how the health system does its business. We're actually showing a positive margin instead of a negative margin. Imagine that. And we have ensured the financial health of our health system, which ensures the stability of the health of the Medical College of Georgia for many, many years to come. But that partnership with WellStar is more than just a business transaction. It was very important that it be a true partnership. WellStar understands the research and the educational mission of our medical school, not just the outstanding health care that we provide to the citizens of this community, but those two things. And we're already beginning to see the significant improvements there that are only going to boost the research efforts that we have. We have been focused on research. We are now able to begin to make some significant investments in research, especially in several cluster hires in immunology, in a vascular biology center, and in cancer research that are going to pay dividends well into the future. We've had significant strides in that, but we know we need to do more. And one of the biggest rate limiting steps associated with that is that we are desperately in need for a new research building. We are literally holding the old Sanders Research Building together with duct tape and baling wire. And we need to do a better job than that. We have support from the Board of Regents. We fully expect that in their budget for next year, we'll be planning design money for a new, roughly $150 million research building. We're excited about that. You're going to start seeing demolition of some of the buildings right next to, used to be the old nursing dorms, for those of you who've been around for a while. That's where the new research building will go. We're excited about that, so please stay tuned for that. That will significantly increase our ability to further our research mission. We have a goal to make the medical college in Georgia, to have it ranked in the top 60 by the year 2030. That's a reachable goal. We know we can do it, but it's going to take an opportunity to have a building to attract the type of science that we need here to make that happen. One of the biggest things that we've seen at Augusta University is an unbelievable increase in enrollment. We have had year-over-year enrollment increases of about 3% from 2015. From that period of time, we've seen a total of 27% increase in enrollment. Our enrollment this past fall was 10,546 students. We broke the glass ceiling of 10,000 students. That was a 7% increase over the fall before that. We are on track now to have a double-digit % increase in enrollment next fall compared to this one. We're almost getting to the point that we got so many students we got no place to put them. We certainly don't have enough dormitory space, but we're starting to take a look at what it's going to take to build us a new dormitory right down on the Health Sciences campus alongside the two that we built several years ago. In addition to this, the numbers of students, perhaps the most important thing is where these students are coming from. Greater than 50% of our incoming class of freshmen come from outside the CSRA. Now, we will always be Augusta's university. That's very, very important to us. But the reputation and the reach of the university is extending well beyond the boundaries of the Central Savannah River area. A lot of those students are coming from Atlanta, as you would suspect. But we're reaching every corner of the state, and that has to do almost entirely with the reputation of Augusta University, which sits squarely in the laps of our outstanding faculty that we have here, and the number of degree programs that we have that are unique to this institution. We're able to take advantage of the legacy institutions of Augusta State, Augusta College, as I knew it, and the Medical College of Georgia, and our faculty coming up with incredibly creative ways of bridging that void between art and science. And we're very unique in this state because we have the strengths that are associated with that. And you're going to start seeing more and more programs come forward that are going to make us unique from all the other campuses throughout the state. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be having more dorm space, we need more dining space, and we'll have plans in place to try to do just that. We have several unique programs, several marquee programs in addition to the Medical College of Georgia and all that it represents. You probably know that we are the home of the Georgia Cyber Center, located not too far from us in downtown Augusta on the old Gotham Gardens property there. That facility, actually 2 buildings, total 320,000 square feet. It's over $100 million investment. It's the largest single investment of any state in the country in cybersecurity. It still is today. In addition to that, through the partnership with the City of Augusta, it's a $16 million parking deck sitting there as well. And that's just on half the land. We're beginning to now look at what Building 3 is going to look like, because our School of Computer and Cyber Sciences, just 5 years old, is already outgrowing space. Enrollment has doubled, over 850 students in that single school alone, all because of the Georgia Cyber Center and the attraction that it has for not only academia, but also for government and the industry too as well. We have 168 degree programs now at Augusta University. It's less than 140 when I started in 2015. And that's just the beginning. We're beginning to do more and more on the engineering front. Again, with the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences, that gives us a chance to offer more engineering degrees in those areas of digital sciences, computer engineering, electrical engineering, biomedical engineering are all things we're beginning to give thoughts to as we move ahead. In addition to that, again, taking advantage of the great strengths of the legacy institutions, we're starting an animation program here that is truly going to set the world on fire. It's not just cartoon drawing, as important as that might be, but think of the science of animation. Think of computer and human interface. think how we might train medical students in the future using animation techniques that our students in the animation program are helping us to develop. That, coupled with artificial intelligence, I think is going to revolutionize the way in which we're able to teach medical students. And speaking of the Medical College of Georgia, we just built, in conjunction with Georgia Southern University, a 4-year partnership campus in Savannah. We're going to be enrolling 40 medical students there starting next month, in July, in fact. And that will give us a whole nother part of the Medical College of Georgia in Savannah. What a great place to have a medical school, by the way, if you're in the state of Georgia. And we appreciate the partnership with Georgia Southern that's going to allow us to do that. We're currently the 8th largest medical school in the country. With that campus and the opportunity to also create a 4-year partnership campus in Atlanta, in conjunction with Wellstar, will put us probably around the 5th or 6th largest medical school in the country. So we're expanding the reach, not only of our undergraduate programs, but especially for our graduate and professional programs as well. This past legislative session, the governor and the General Assembly approved a $178 million project to build a branch of the Dental College of Georgia in Savannah as well. That project is in planning stages even as we speak. We hope to have the doors open probably somewhere around 2028. That will allow us to have a dental school there of 50 dental students per class starting at that time, which will give the Dental College of Georgia an opportunity to expand well beyond its reach here in Augusta as well. You probably already know that the Medical College of Georgia has branch campuses in Savannah, Brunswick, Albany, and Rome. The partnership with Wellstar would give us a branch campus at the Keystone Hospital in Atlanta. So again, allow us to be able to provide an educational opportunity for medical students in Atlanta as well as what we have here in Augusta, and then the developing partnership in Savannah as well. So we've had a lot of stuff going on over the past 9 years. One of the most exciting things to me is that I get to give all that up and retire. So I'm actually joining you in the role that and Tammy and I are now trying to figure out what the heck Medicare is all about, and the plan the system office has. And I did not go into teacher's retirement. I didn't think I would be in the state more than about 5 years, so we'll be trying to figure out an optional retirement. I mean, it's the stuff that you all know very well, we're struggling to try to figure out. But that's going to all work out just fine. The last day is the 28th, last physical day on campus. Somebody asked me one time, was I counting down the days to retirement? And just so you know, actually, I am counting down the days. I have a program here. Right now, I've got 18 days, 4 hours, 49 minutes, and 30 seconds. We could not be more excited about that. Tammy's already retired. She retired about a month before I did. We bought a house in the Florida Keys, and we've actually moved all of our stuff there. We're staying in our home here for the next 3 or 4 weeks until we actually make the physical move down there. But you may have heard that the Board of Regents this past week announced they have chosen a sole finalist for the new president of Augusta University. The worst thing you can do is to get out ahead of the Regents, so we're not officially celebrating this new president yet. That will take place this coming Friday. The day after tomorrow, which the Regents will meet at 8 o'clock in the morning to formally vote to appoint Russell Keel as the new president of Augusta University. I have had the privilege and the pleasure of working very closely with Russell since my time at Georgia Southern. We've been together 14 years, which is longer than most marriages. And I can tell you that he is, without question, the right person at the right time for this university and this community. If you don't know Russell, I know you will come to appreciate him and what he brings to the table. So although I can't officially announce we have a new president, and I can't officially tell you who that is until Friday, we're really excited that Russell Keel is going to be there coming this Friday, and I know he will do great things for the university moving forward. We wanted to, Tammy and I wanted to retire on our own terms and on a high note. In other words, I wanted to retire when people are sad to see you go instead of when they want to help you pack your bags. I think we have gotten that accomplished. I had somebody ask me just a little while ago, one of the reporters from WRDW said, why would you leave when things are going so well? So that is exactly the end. I've been at a number of universities across this country, Florida State, at LSU, University of Kansas, and Georgia Southern, and here. I've known some old football coaches that hung around just a little bit too long. I did not want to be one of those old football coaches that hung around too long. I would much prefer me going to the chancellor to say, Chancellor, I'm ready to retire, than him coming to me and say, Brooks, we ought to think about you retiring here pretty soon. So that's what we're able to do. And yes, I can leave this institution feeling very, very proud of what we have accomplished. As president, I get the credit for a lot of things that happen at this university. But I know full well that it's not me. It's the great folk that we have as faculty and staff of Augusta University that have done all the heavy lifting and all the hard work. I get to be the front man and the cheerleader for all those individuals, and I will be forever grateful for those individuals that have brought this institution to where it is today. For this community who has stood by this university, we would not be where we are without Augusta. Augusta would not be what it can become without the university. We are inextricably linked, and that great support is one of the reasons we're here today, and one of the reasons that we will be here tomorrow. So thank y'all all very much for giving me the opportunity to be your president. What an honor and a thrill it is for me. Tom, thank you again for allowing me to spend a little time with you. Some 35 years ago, I guess it is. It's been a thrill of my life, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. Go Jags!